Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tim's Offgrid. Tonight, my assistant and I, we're going to show you two different ways to filter water. To prove to you that we got some really good pond water, I want you to take a look at this.
There's a snail.
We have a snail who's climbing up the pond water. And if you look in the pond water, we have all kinds of contaminants. I think there's a dead water bug in there. There's all kinds of stuff. We don't mess around. We are serious when it comes to what we do here to show you about preparedness and how to use the practical application of what we do here. All right? All right, welcome back to Tim's Offgrid. We're now sitting at our table here so we can go through a lot of different things with you. You're going to notice that we're wearing our 2024 Jamboree t-shirts. We got matching shirts from being out at the Jamboree. We also did, what was that course? Like a Ninja Warrior course. I thought we were going to die while we were running it, so maybe we got some video and some pictures from that. It was pretty hard, but a lot of fun nonetheless. We got a pond water, we got dead bug, like a dead water bug, the snail, he's still climbing around in here. I got some algae and other things floating around in here.
Flowers.
And flowers, all right. But we're gonna talk about the difference between Lifestraw and the Sawyer Mini. We're getting down to the brass tacks of what this video is really about now. And I'm gonna try to do it without my glasses because they annoy me. So I got the honor of meeting with the Sawyer rep when we were at the Jamboree. So that's the significance of us wearing our Jamboree shirts, and we're going to talk about Sawyer filters. I use Sawyer filters extensively in a lot of other projects that I have and do, and I'm going to share a lot of that with y'all in future videos. But today we're going to keep it simple and talk about how we just drink water with a Sawyer filter or a Lifestraw. So here's some of the differences here. The Lifestraw filters down to 0.2 microns, where the Sawyer filter filters at 0.1 microns. They're both going to do bacteria, protozoa, cyst, microplastics, giardia, cryptosporidium, and they're not going to filter viruses. But welcome to North America, where we don't really have a lot of viruses in our water, which is the greatest thing here. But if you're worried about viruses in your water, then there are other UV methods of filtering your water first and running it through UV, or you have UV lights that can go down in the water. I have one that's at my camp, so we'll do a video with my UV light, another video. But today we're going to get back to this. So both of these are also a hollow fiber membrane. And looking at it, look, I'm going to go off the specs that they put on these bags. So you're going to read here that Lifestraw says I can do 264 gallons or 1,000 liters at this 0.2 microns. So there we go. That's it, right? Welcome to Sawyer Mini, and it can do up to 100,000 gallons at 0.1 microns. And trust me, I use these extensively and filter many hundreds of gallons, maybe not 100,000 gallons, but I filter hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of gallons each year for some of my other projects through Sawyer Minis. So we're going to stop right there for a second, and we're going to go ahead and rip open the Lifestraw that cost a breaking $17.47 versus Sawyer Mini at $20.18. So let's get into what we get for $17.47 at 0.2 microns, where I might get just a little bit more microplastics through this damn Lifestraw than others. So let's talk about that. Go ahead.
Nothing. Can I try?
All right. So here we go. With the Lifestraw, Ethan's going to demonstrate how he's just going to drink some water. So initially there's air in here, so you're going to have to suck a few times to get some water to come through there. All right, here comes Lifestraw. You trust me, right? That the Lifestraw is going to work? Did you drink anything yet? How's that water taste? Oh, you're pouring it all over me. All right. So imagine we're on the trail, all right, and you got 5 friends with you, and you'll have one Lifestraw. Hey, buddy, can I use your Lifestraw?
No.
Why not, man? I want to drink from your Lifestraw too. Why can't I drink from your Lifestraw?
Because I said so.
All right, and then let's say we're 5 miles down the trail, and there's no more water anywhere. What's this Lifestraw going to do for us then? All right, so there's some limitations to Lifestraw. So it's great in that moment in time for you and your personal use, but there are no threads on here. There's a cap at the bottom, and there's a little drinking port at the top. Yeah. So, and in the picture, it shows somebody like just drinking out of, you know, like a little container here. So yeah, you could carry your quote, quote, contaminated water around with you. So non-filtered water, blah, 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 and just drink from it with this thing nonstop. All right. That's great. At 0.2 microns. All right. How do you feel like this thing rates? All right. He feels like it rates a 4 out of 10. So what are some of the reasons why you think it's a 4 out of 10?
It doesn't taste very good, and it got me a little bit dizzy.
Oh! You know, I can imagine, you know, trying real hard to get some water to come out of there. All right. So we looked at that. Now, let's talk about Sawyer Mini. Again, hollow fiber membrane, similar technology. The other thing that the Sawyer rep told me, this is 0.1 absolute. That means every one of these is going to meet 0.1 micron. It's not an average that all of these, the pores in the hollow fiber membrane reach 0.1. It's absolute 0.1. They don't advertise Lifestraw as absolute 0.1, anything that I have read. Well, 0.2. They do not advertise that Lifestraw is an absolute 0.2 anywhere I've read. So that could be the average of 0.2 in there for all I know. All right. But the Sawyer Mini comes with a pouch. So, in theory, and keeping snails where they are, right? Remember, we got a snail, we got a dead bug. We're going to fill our pouch with some of this water. All right? So again, you see all this nice stuff going into our pouch.
Uh-oh.
All kind of crazy contaminants just went into the pouch, right? Stop
That's
what?
good.
Oh, for the snail, you don't want him to come out of water. So remember, pouch is contaminated, and we got Sawyer Mini with threads, right? So Sawyer Mini, we got thread Sawyer Mini right onto here. And notice the arrow of flow. The other thing is get Sawyer Mini tight. All right? So we've got this. So one thing he could do is he can drink out of there. So it's going to take you a little bit to get it started. Does the water taste different? So the water has a little bit different taste, or am I leading the witness here? All right, which one is it?
It's a little bit different.
Hey, all right, he agrees. It's a little bit different. All right, or look, you can
definitely not as strong though.
Okay, or look, you can take it like this, and now I can roll this thing and squeeze it into the bottle. All right. Don't squeeze too hard, all right? Because this is only for a couple pounds of pressure that this is good for. Now you're gonna see some videos where people squeeze the heck out of these things because, and you'll see the videos where they do it, and the Sawyer squeeze and other ones are really good for that. This is a little different because this is Sawyer Mini. But here's the other thing. We could do this a few times over and fill our water bottles and take clean, drinkable water with us from point A to point B versus taking contaminated water with us and then using a Lifestraw to drink contaminated water through a Lifestraw. So we can make, you know, filtered water with this. So you can either drink it out of here or you take it like this. Tastes fine. Yeah, so definitely look. If we were going backpacking, and what do you rate this Sawyer filter at?
A 7.
A 7?
Yes.
Yeah, probably because there's another filter that we're gonna review later that's even a bit better. That's like a 10. Maybe it's a platypus filter. Anyone? All right. Anyways, because it's even more effortless. Look, you can also use this inline. Gravity filtering between a dirty bag and a clean bag. So there's a ton of different ways to use this. All right. So thanks everybody for joining us. Please like and subscribe. Please share the channel. We're going to get more in depth with more of our videos. And we're going to do a lot more water filtering. We want to keep this simple today, but thank you. Appreciate it. Everybody take care. Have a great weekend.